good. Let's proceed with the show now. Daniel Foote was last November appointed as the U.S. ambassador to Zambia, taking over from Eric Schutz, who has been in the country since October 2014. Now, Matimba Nkonje caught up with the new American ambassador to Zambia and discussed a variety of issues in the following interview. Take a look at this.
All right, just you watching Kwacha Good Morning Zambia on this beautiful Saturday morning. For now, we're privileged to be joined by the new United States of America ambassador to Zambia, and that's Mr. Daniel Lewis Foote. Welcome to this interview, sir.
Thank you very much. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today.
Right. For starters, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Mr. Foote?
That's a great question. Mr. Foote has not been an ambassador before this. I consider myself a fairly simple guy from upstate New York, not New York City. Grew up with grandparents. One of my grandfathers was a barber, one was a machinist. My father was a typesetter in the printing business. They don't even exist anymore because of the digital world. I'm a sports guy. I grew up playing sports from the time I was a young man until now, and I continue to see many things through a sports lens, and I'm thrilled to be here in Zambia to learn about the Zambian culture and people and landscape and wildlife, and also to perform my job to promote U.S. and Zambian interests together.
You've been in Zambia now for some months, I reckon. Your impressions about Zambia as a country?
I've lived in 12 different countries outside of the United States in my life, and I have never received such a warm welcome as I have from Zambia. The people are happy and friendly, and for my personality, that is great because I like to tell jokes. It seems like Zambians enjoy my jokes. At least they laugh at them. They tell me jokes back. So my impressions could not be better. I'm thrilled to be here.
All right. First time you've been appointed in such a position. I know you touched a little bit about it, but overall, with this story that you've just shared with me, how does that make you feel?
It's an enormous honor for me. I never in my wildest imagination growing up thought that I would be a United States ambassador. I never left the United States until I was 30 years old. I come from a place where we didn't think about the broader world very much growing up, so it's an enormous honor. I learned about the world as a Peace Corps volunteer, not here, but in South America, and it's an enormous privilege to be here in Zambia, which happens to be the largest Peace Corps program in the world for the United States.
Your aspirations, now you're the U.S. ambassador in Zambia. What are some of the things that you hope to achieve, the time that you'll be here in this country?
That's a great and very natural question. First of all, we intend to continue to strengthen the warm and strong relations we've enjoyed with your country since 1964. I think I have 4 priority areas that we're looking at. One is for broad-based, inclusive economic growth for all Zambians. Another is to continue to promote U.S. values, particularly democratic principles and good governance that's respectful of human rights for all. A third is to help to protect Zambia's most important resource, which is its people, through better health and education outcomes. And the fourth is an enormous U.S. priority, and that's to advance regional security, stability, and peace.
Let's wrap up this chat, Ambassador, with you maybe. Have you learned 1 or 2 languages in Zambia? Because you're telling me you like jokes, and also have you had an opportunity to taste some of our Zambian food?
Nshima, I had an opportunity to try, and it was very good, but I imagine I looked like a small child eating it because I couldn't really pick up food with it, and I just made a big mess everywhere, but I will learn to do it better. One of my personal passions, having served the past 2 years in Washington as the Department of State's head on countering wildlife trafficking here in Zambia, is to take stock of everyone who's involved in protecting the environment and wildlife conservation, and to find ways to enhance Zambia's tourism industry, which I hope will lead to an explosion of jobs, government revenues, and also areas where we can use Zambia to be a focal point to replenish some of the iconic species that have suffered so much over the past 30 or 40 years.
All right, and your word to the Zambians that are watching this interview this morning?
It's great to be here. I look forward to meeting as many of you as possible. I look forward to learning your story and sharing the American story with you, and I hope to meet you soon.
Right. Ambassador, thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Zambia. Welcome to Zambia.
Thank you very much, and thanks for your time this morning.
So I've been talking to Ambassador Foote, just sharing with us his experiences thus far being in the country. I hope you learned a thing or two from my little interaction with the ambassador. Keep watching Kwacha Good Morning Zambia on a public service broadcast at ZNBC TV1, and goodbye for now.